Hey everyone, this is Adam, and today I'm going to be showing you a really quick tutorial on how to export your HTML email designs from Figma to the Amazon SES or Simple Email Service platform. And we're going to be doing that using the Emailify Figma plugin. So to get started, all we need to do is go to our Figma file, click on the resources icon, and then if you search for Emailify, so that's Emailify, and under the plugins tab, if you click on the Emailify item, you can run the plugin by either clicking on this little run button, or I'd recommend clicking on this little save icon, and that will let you save the plugin to your plugins list. So I've already clicked on the save icon, so I'm just going to go to my canvas, right click anywhere, go down to plugins, and then click on the Emailify plugin, and that's just going to run the plugin we saved a second ago. So if you're new to the plugin, the way that it works is it helps you to design HTML emails in Figma, which you can then customize using all of the normal Figma design tools and then export it to production ready code automatically. So I'm not going to be going through all of the design features today. If you're interested in those, I'd highly recommend checking out some of the other tutorials on the YouTube channel. But for today, I'm just going to be using a template from one of the Figma templates in the plugin that you can download. So you can clone these Figma files and that'll give you these components automatically pre-designed using Emailify. But again, if you want to deep dive into how to design the emails, I'd recommend checking out some of those other tutorials, and you can see how to add these components and customize them in Figma, and then also preview them and add mobile overrides and things like that. So just to give you an example of what the HTML will look like, we can preview the HTML just by clicking on the preview button in the plugin. And this is going to load up a real HTML preview of our design. So these are all the Emailify components getting loaded into HTML. We can see exactly what that's going to look like on desktop and on mobile. So you can see the responsive options there. And as I mentioned, you've got control over the mobile design as well. So if you click on any of these layers, then click on the settings button, you can basically go through and customize these elements for mobile. So you can do things like change the padding, you can do things like change font sizes and offsets and things like that for mobile. So again, I'm not going to be going through all of those today, but I just wanted to give you a little preview of what that looks like in the plugin. So once you're happy with your HTML email and you're looking really good in the preview, as I think we are here, you can close off that preview and then we can export this HTML by clicking on the Export HTML button in the plugin. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And once that loads up, you'll see that by default, it's going to export it to an HTML email zip package, which would just download the files to your computer. But we're going to go to this platform integrations group down here, and we're going to scroll all the way down to the letter S, and we're going to find SES. So we want the SES, which is the Simple Email Service option. In brackets, it says AWS, so we know it's the right one. So you want to click on that SES option, and you can see that will reveal these new fields here. So we've got a few things. So we need to get our access key, our secret key, and also specify the region for our AWS SES instance. So we can find that by going to our Amazon account. So if you log into your AWS account, so for example, you can see I'm logged in here, and you'll notice in the top URL bar, I've got my region showing up here. So in this case, mine is US-West-1. You want to find your own region and make sure you add that to the plugin. So in this case, as you can see, I've already got that selected. So I've got US West 1 selected, which is the right region for me, but yours might be one of these other regions. So just make sure you select the right region. And then what you need to do is create an Amazon access key and secret key. And you can do that through the IAM menu. So you just want to go into your AWS account, go to the IAM settings, create a new user with a role that matches being able to have permissions to create SES templates. And then you want to click on Create New Access Key. So I've already clicked on the Create Access Key button after doing that. And so I'm going to copy this access key by just clicking on this little copy icon to copy the access key. And we're going to drop that in the access key input here, which has the little key icon next to it. And then the secret access key, we can just click on show and then click on the little copy icon again. And this time we're going to paste that secret access key into the secret key field here. So once you've done that, you can see that the upload to SES button becomes active, but we're just going to change a couple of other things before we upload that. So the first thing to note is that whatever the email name is in your Figma frame, your Emailify Figma frame, that's going to be used as the name of the template when it gets uploaded into SES from the plugin. So you can see here that I uploaded one before called Emailify template, and it's put a little timestamp on there to know which one that was and to not duplicate the name. So in this case, it's going to create one called Apple Email Template. So that's just something to note if you're wondering where that name is getting determined from. The second thing is you want to set a subject line. So when the template gets uploaded, it's automatically going to pass this subject line into the API request when creating the SES template. So in this case, I'm just going to use the headline from the email and paste that into my subject line. And you can also create a pre-header text, which is what shows up underneath or next to the subject line when your email gets sent out. So I'm just going to paste some text in there as well. So I definitely recommend populating the subject line, tweaking the template name, and optionally adding pre-header text as well. But once you've done that, and once you've double-checked your region and added your access keys, we want to go ahead and click on the Upload to SES button. So I'm just going to do that now. And this is going to automatically generate the HTML code and upload all of the images, then upload our template to SES using those credentials that we just added. And you can see here it's just finished uploading those templates. So you can see it's saying our AWS SES templates have been uploaded, and we can view them by clicking on this link here. So you just want to make sure you're logged into your AWS account, and you should be able to just click on this SES templates link, and that should load up the correct templates page based on your region. So you can see here, based on the upload that we just did, we can see now we've got 3. So before we had 2 a minute ago, and now you can see there's a brand new one added at the bottom here, which is our Apple email template. So you can see that the email template name has been taken from the Emailify frame in Figma, so Apple email template, and it's been added here. So you might be wondering why the text is being lowercased and the spaces are being replaced with underscores. SES has a strict naming convention policy where you basically can't use any other characters except for alphanumeric and underscores or hyphens. So if you've got any special characters or any non-alphanumeric characters, those are all going to get stripped out. And this is just to ensure that the upload has no issues when it's creating the email. Otherwise, if we left it without the hyphens instead of spaces, it would just error out and it wouldn't create the template. So that's the reason why that looks a little bit different to the uppercase version here. But that's basically it. So you can see that it's now in our templates list. And because Amazon SES is essentially entirely API driven, what you need to do to use these templates is essentially go to the documentation site. So you can see here that in the message it's saying that this page provides a list of all your existing templates. So if you want to view the contents of a specific template, you'll need to use the get email template operation in the Amazon SES API. So you can see here it links out to the docs for that. So depending on what programming language you're using or what services you're using to consume these templates, you'll basically just need to hit this API, and you'll need to send over the request including the template name, which you can see here. So that's why the template name is unique. And you want to pass in that template name into this get templates API request, and that'll allow you to consume it using whatever APIs or services you're integrating with SES to send out your emails. So yeah, that's basically it. This is probably more of a technical focused tutorial. If you're using Amazon SES, you're probably a developer or integrating APIs with your application or something like that. So hopefully SES is quite familiar to you. And really, I just wanted to show you how to get your HTML template out of Figma using the Emailify plugin into the Amazon SES platform, into your templates list without having to manually fire off an API request to do that. So yeah, I'll leave it there for today. Thank you as always for watching, and we'll be back with more Figma tutorials like this one very soon.